And we face runaway deficits of almost $80 billion for this budget year that ends September 30th. That deficit is larger than the entire federal budget in 1957. And so is the almost $80 billion we will pay in interest this year on the national debt.
You might know or have heard of flow. It's the experience when you're completely immersed in something that you just lose track of everything. Today in LitePsych, we're going to talk about exactly that and how you can incorporate flow into your life this year. Being happy and content in life has always been viewed to be the biggest goal, if not one of the biggest goals for all of us. We'd like to live a life with less worries, less stress, and just live in comfort. In fact, a lot of research has shown that well-being is strongly linked to positive life outcomes like longevity, better social connections, and just general disposition altogether. So the question is, how do you achieve high levels of well-being? Living a good and happy life is a complicated question and it may have different answers. But for today, what we're going to look at is through the perspective of flow, through full engagement in our life. Flow can be characterized by the simultaneous feelings of merging of action and awareness, complete concentration, increased sense of control, a distortion of time perception, loss of self-awareness, and autotelic or self-rewarding experience. Disney recently released a film called Soul, and in the movie, they refer to the flow experience as being in the zone. The main character, who is a pianist, enters a flow state when he starts playing jazz music.
Sorry, I zoned out a little back there.
Flow is when you lose sense of time, place, and life just melts away around you. The only thing that really matters is that one thing that you're doing in that moment. All your focus is directed at it and you're fully immersed in that experience. Some examples of flow that may be familiar to all of us: reading a good book. When you start at page 1 and you realize you're 3/4 the way of the book, you haven't eaten and everyone's been calling you, but you didn't notice. Or perhaps when you're playing a video game in the same way that you've gone through multiple levels already and then even notice that it's already time for bed. Now, while the flow experience is commonplace, it's not easy for everyone to experience flow. These are the 7 attributes that facilitate a flow experience in us: curiosity, persistence, low self-centeredness, intrinsic motivation, the enjoyment of challenges, transformation of boredom and tedium, attentional control. Various questionnaires have been developed to study the relationship between flow and well-being. Results have shown that individuals who exhibit the 7 attributes I just mentioned show higher levels of well-being. For example, people who are more curious and more persistent are more likely to engage in their daily life and therefore are more prone to the flow experience. By experiencing more flow, these individuals enjoy the everyday tasks of life. They are able to find meaning in life, be more satisfied in their life, and exhibit higher psychological functioning, all of which allow them to flourish as a human being. Experiencing flow is all about perspective and in a way is quite subjective. If you're able to fully live in the present and focus on the good and the pleasure of your daily tasks, then this will free you from the pain, anxiety, or even the sorrow that you may be experiencing at that moment. Shifting your focus makes you more appreciative, aware, and grounded on the tasks that you're doing, therefore taking your mind off the anxieties of the future or your regrets of the past. This is your 3-step plan to achieve flow. Step 1, set a goal. It doesn't have to be the big goal or the longest term goal. It can be a sub-goal of your long-term goal or even just a short-term, my goal for today kind of thing. What's important is you're aiming for something. Step 2, get feedback. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to ask people, hey, how am I doing? It's just a recognition of how am I doing in terms of achieving that goal? What can I improve on? What's holding me back? Number 3, find an activity that is challenging and appropriate for you. If it's too easy, you'll get bored. If it's too hard, you get overwhelmed and you'll just stop trying. You have to find the perfect balance between the challenge and your skills. And now that you know how to achieve flow, here are 3 places you can find them. Number 1 is at work. In work, you're often given a clear set of goals to accomplish. There is always space for feedback from managers and your colleagues. And the challenge to skill ratio is almost always perfect, if not crafted specifically for you. You're often in a position where things are challenging enough for you to be engaged with them, but not be too distressed. If you find your work challenging and you find yourself anxious or overwhelmed by it, maybe a change in perspective of breaking down your work into smaller components so that you make smaller goals for you to accomplish and therefore eat up that big goal eventually. Number 2, and this is something that we talked about, you can find flow on your own. Read a book, exercise, do yoga, watch a movie. There are endless amounts of activities that you can do that will connect you to that flow experience. And finally, spend time with your friends and family. Some of our most significant moments where we're definitely engaged and locked in to the experience is when we socialize and spend time with the people that we care for. Investing your time and energy with these people will never be a waste and will almost always guarantee you, at the very least, a smile, if not the complete flow experience. John Green once said that an unremarkable life can be fulfilling and meaningful. Whether it's going for a walk, cooking, hitting your targets, or just spending time with your loved ones, flow experiences are always around us. What is your most recent flow experience? Let us know in the comments down below. Follow us at LitePsych on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest psychology in simple terminology. This is Jim. Thanks for watching.